In this episode, I want to reminisce about some of the coolest things on four wheels. No, not cars. Roller skates.
Fisher-Price just reinvented the wheels. Roller skates that grow with your kids as they learn to skate. This little switch lets you set them for beginners, like Sherry, so the wheels only go forward for a steadier ride. Michael's are set for the little experts. And hooray, no buckles or laces.
She's skating! Look, she's skating!
Fisher-Price roller skates. It's about time.
Prison is full of people that has never roller skated.
Hello and welcome to sentiMENTAL. And in this episode, I want to talk about, well, I don't know how to put this, but sometimes when I start thinking of ideas, and like in this case, I don't have a cool title for the episode. I kind of don't even know what I'm going to talk about, and I don't even know if anyone would care. But with sentiMENTAL, I get things in my head and I want to get them out there. I want to know if others shared in these experiences, if they reminisce about these times in their lives like I do. But in this episode, I want to talk about roller rinks and roller skates. Now, growing up, roller skates were awesome. I don't really know many dudes that roller skated, but my cousins did. And I mean, it was a holdover from the 70s, of the era of the roller disco. But I mean, to be honest, roller skates have probably been around since the dawn of time. Now, like I said, my cousins would have them, and we're talking like the white leather with the clunky wheels, and I always wanted a pair. And growing up in a poor family, the best my parents could do were these metal things that you could change. I mean, there's no shoe to it. It's just a metal thing that you would put your shoe in and then tighten down and screw. And they had metal wheels, and I think I only wore them once, and they totally sucked. I mean, it's nothing like those polyurethane wheels that you could get speed with. It was, I kind of went on on our road or the parking lot near our house with them. I hit a rock and then, I went down. That was pretty much the beginning and the end of those. But as far as the roller rink went, we had one in my town. I don't even remember if it had a proper name, but it had this large sign that you could see from the highway that just said roller rink. And it was done in that simplistic tan, two-tone 70s type of design. And it had a roller skate, a simplistic outline on the side of it. It wasn't until I got to elementary school, probably 4th or 5th grade, that I actually got to go into the roller rink, and that was because a kid had a birthday party there. That was pretty much the only times I've been in the roller rink were for birthday parties. Let me stop right there. Jump around a little bit here. The reason I'm thinking a lot about roller rinks recently is because my 6-year-old daughter is in love with roller skating right now. And like me, she was invited to a birthday party at our local roller rink here where I live now. When I went in there, it was like a trip through time. Their decor was so 80s. It's probably been revamped, so it's neo 80s design, but still, it took me back. Back enough to strap on a pair? No. But it's been great to watch my daughter. She loves it, and we take her every weekend to get lessons. So, that's awesome. But anyway, that's why I've been thinking about it a lot recently. to the roller rink of the 80s. What was so different about an 80s roller rink to today's roller rink? And by the way, the one in the town I grew up with shut down in the early 90s due to insurance, I think. But anyway, places like a roller rink or even the local arcade, which I'll talk about my local arcade in a future sentimental, they weren't the best places to be in the evenings and after dark. Roller skating, of course, nowadays, it's a family affair. Kids go, adults go, everyone has fun. But back in the day, the roller rink that I went to had alcohol, smoking. I mean, the snack bar was just a hanging plume of smoke from what I remember. They had pool tables and arcade games. And it was a hangout for like the older teenagers and 20-somethings that took a break from cruising around the local parking lots. I learned very early that I was horrible at roller skating. I could do it, I could get speed, but I couldn't stop. I was that dude that, I wasn't hazardous, I wasn't taking people out. But in order to stop, I was hitting the sides of the wall and the guardrail things, the carpet-covered guardrail things around the rink. So, most of these birthday parties, I spent my time in the arcade section. Now, in the roller rink in my town growing up, the arcade section, all the cabinets were against a wall that were around one of the banks of the rink. And I would spend all my time there. Money that my parents would give me, what little they could, that was probably meant for a soda, a slice of pizza, a hot dog or something, I spent on games. And the two games that I remember so vividly are Joust and Kangaroo. Kangaroo, interesting game. And of course I'm supposed to be talking about roller skating, but my memories of roller skating revolve around these arcade games. But Kangaroo, I don't even remember what the gist of the game was, but you hopped around and you punched people as you're a kangaroo mama, I guess, because I think you had a Joey, or you had to save your Joey, with big boxing gloves on. And of course, Joust, world famous game nowadays, but riding ostriches around and jousting each other in like a weird futuristic lava-bottomed world. Those things rocked my imagination growing up. In all honesty, I've spent more time in a roller rink these past few weeks, months, than I have my entire life. It makes me remember the few times I went as a kid and how different it is. Like I said, it was an adult and older teen type of hangout. A very different place than it is nowadays. Like I said, there was smoking, there was fighting, there's probably who knows what going on in the bathrooms. It was a jukebox infused hair metal, sorry Slim, don't mean hair metal, but heavy metal, light metal, pop metal, whatever, infused Fantasia. Of course they were playing pop music as well and some disco hits. And for some reason, and this still happens today, they play the Hokey Pokey. And Limbo. Why? People were there to skate. Why you gotta play these silly party games? Never liked it then. I still don't like it now. But my daughter likes it, so I gotta give it a pass for that. Anyway, that's it. Didn't really have much to say, but it's just something that's been on my mind. I can't articulate it as well as I wish I could, but it's, of course, this is sentimental, so this is based a lot on feelings, based on the heart. And like I said, do any of you share the same type of thoughts, the same memories? Did you all hang out in the roller rink growing up? Let me know. Anyway, this has just been a quick, silly little look at 80s roller rinks and roller skating, whatever. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it just sparks a little bit of nostalgia for you, a little bit of a time to reminisce. Anyway, if you did like it, if you did get that spark of nostalgia, give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, hit me up in the comments, because I would love to hear what your memories were of the roller rink, and I'd like to get back to you. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe and hit that little bell to be notified whenever there's a new episode. And until next time, keep being rad and stay dorky.